Go win like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 7 of the NFL. Tucker.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up second
and drop the throw.
Got
an open man here. It's KJ Hamler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Raiders
will look to throw.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
First down, Raiders.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Powers through again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
35-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 11 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's third down. And 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Las Vegas.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Up second and 2 at the 23-yard.
Second and 2. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
It's third down.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. they can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Well, a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
49 yards.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
5-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Raiders first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Washington, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Washington 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 33, 11 yards there, first down. A toss left, Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Reception here by Ruggs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Washington 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and...
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Hey, keep it going, dog. Keep it going.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to number 8.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Complete to Derrick Henry. 10 yards.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll push the lead up to 17.
Washington 3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Titans who get the win at home. 16-14 was the final score. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. 38-17, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll get it back. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Alexander.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
The
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Running back.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play calling, kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This is caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On now, Tucker McCann. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McCann's kick up and good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
20. Washington 6.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Again, it's Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
46-yard line.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give them a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
23, Washington 6.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
From the contact, it leads to 2nd and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
32-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
They'll set up to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
To Derrick Henry.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Looking to throw. And it's caught. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1. Zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're looking at a 3rd and that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to rip off a chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Raiders 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
1st and 10.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because